Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book, and that's a voice crack right there by me. 1 second. Like I was saying, welcome
I
back
didn't
to the
even know.
channel, ladies and gentlemen. Good to have you all joining us again for another episode of football. That's what we do here. We love sports. We like gambling. We just decided, hey, let's mix them together, make a YouTube channel. That's what we did. That's why we're here. That's why you're here as well. So, uh, to my left over here, my wonderful co-host, Big Al Bettor. How we doing over there, Big Al?
Hey, welcome back, YouTube. I'm doing great, Matt. Just excited for this Thursday night football matchup. I think it should be. Normally these games are kind of boring, but with Dallas being the way they've been, and with the Giants looking good against the Browns, we might be in for more of a shootout than we're thinking. I think.
Yeah, more than a shootout than we might even be thinking. The books might even be thinking. Um, we'll see. It should be pretty good. Yeah, the Dallas hasn't really been. I mean, if we didn't say it already, Dallas at Giants. If you guys couldn't pick up on that already, um, Dallas hasn't really looked like the powerhouse that they were last year. Kind of taken a step back, and we don't really know why. Didn't really lose any pieces besides Tony Pollard. Uh, but I mean, there's defense doesn't look as dominant, and offense doesn't look as smooth. So we'll see. Hopefully, this is a get right game for them because the Giants aren't that great of a team. So we'll see. But the books they got the spread set at -5.5 for the Cowboys, +5.5 if you like the Giants there, and then over under set at 45.5.
Okay. On DraftKings, it's 6 across the board, so -6 +6, and then the over/under is at 45.
Okay. Well,
So
wait.
obviously,
What are
as
you
you guys
looking at
know,
here?
if you've watched the channel, you guys know we take the best number possible. So if you're on the minus, you get the 5.5. If you're on the plus, you get the 6. Um, Personally, I like the -6 with Dallas, and I like the over 45.
I'm gonna agree with you on that too. It was tough for me because I was like maybe Dallas's defense would be really good this game, but
Sure,
we saw
sure,
last year like when Dallas's defense was good, the defense themselves were scoring 2 touchdowns a game. So if their
yeah,
defense actually is as good and like kind of bounces back from what they've been this year, a shell of themselves, uh, I mean this game's gonna hit the over and it's gonna be probably all Cowboys. Like I could see the Cowboys getting 40 points, offense and defense just cooking. Giants like they'll score what 10, like maybe 14 late drive comeback.
sure.
Like yeah, I mean I don't see the Giants putting up a fight if the Cowboys do get to like 30 or 35. But if they do get to 35, the over looks really nice like that. So I do like the Cowboys at
What I will
-6 too.
what I will say is I don't know if Daniel Jones has ever had a weapon as good as Malik Neighbors has looked.
That's true. I believe he's had a touchdown in each game this year.
Yeah, he's been incredible for them this year so far. So yeah, I don't know. I just it's like they lost Saquon, but Singletary's been pretty good for him.
Yeah, but it's not like they were good last year either. I mean, the Giants are
Sure,
just the
sure.
Giants.
Well,
They're kind of
Daniel
like the
Jones is hurt.
Bears. Yeah, that's
Right,
why.
right.
hmm But yeah, no, like you said though, like we're both there on the Cowboys. We're both there on the over. Don't think the Giants will win this game like at all. I think the Cowboys kind of
Right.
handle them. So, uh,
hmm
do you want to
And
go
fun
with?
fact for you, I'm gonna throw this in before we jump into head to head. Um, the Cowboys have won 9 of the last 10, so we're talking going all the way back to 2019. The last 10 times these teams have played, Dallas has won 9 of them. They've lost one time, and in 8 of the 10, they've covered the 6 points.
Okay,
The loss they didn't cover, and then one of the wins they won by 3.
okay, that's
So
good to know.
taking the -6 feels, and that hasn't mattered road, home, whatever. Like they win by 6 or 7 or 40.
Yeah,
That's kind of just how Dallas deals with the Giants. So -6 feels great to me.
okay, perfect. Want to jump into head to head?
Absolutely. So for head to head, I'll go first. I'm on the -6. I just kind of laid it out why I'm on the -6. I like the over, but I'm not. I like the -6 much better than the over.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be on the opposite side. I'm taking the over here. I feel more
Okay.
comfortable with the over just because the Cowboys haven't been playing like the Cowboys this year. So just
Sure.
maybe they get caught asleep, you know. Uh, I don't know. That's just where I'm seeing it. I mean, a tough loss last week to the Ravens. It looked like they kind of found themselves. So we'll see
Right.
if that carries over. If it doesn't, they get off to a slow start again. Maybe the Giants are a lot closer in this game than we think, and maybe it's kind of like a shootout the whole way. And I'll just go for the points with the over there.
Okay. Okay. I don't hate it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Next, we'll jump into our 4-pick parlays. Every primetime
Yes.
game for every video, we do 4-pick parlays. We take props, touchdown scores, whatever we want to, whatever we can find, and our best bets for the most part that we like the most. Throw them into a 4-pick parlay with odds around like plus 500 to plus 2,000. We don't get super crazy with it, but just kind of like a safe bet. 5 times, 10 to 15 times your money. That's kind of just what we look for. Just for sure bets. Makes the game a little bit more fun to watch. Also, definitely a little bit harder to hit. But if you guys tuned in last Monday, I finally hit mine. Alan had been leading the charge there for the 4-pick parlays. He hit 2 of them this year. I actually caught up on the doubleheader on Monday night and hit both of my 4 picks for both Monday night games. So nice little catch-up spot there, and we're back on track. So without further ado, I will do my best to keep the streak going and try to three-peat here with the 4-pick parlays. We're going to start off with CeeDee Lamb touchdown anytime. It's a minus 130. He's the favorite in this game to get a touchdown, believe it or not. So it doesn't really surprise me. CeeDee's obviously the number one weapon over there. I like Dak to be able to get him the ball. Next, we got Dak to throw for over 250 yards. Another reason why I like the over there. That's at minus 138. And then we got Jake Ferguson, the tight end for Dallas, 40-plus reception yards. That's at minus 132. And then last but not least, Brandon Cooks, 40-plus receiving yards at plus 110. Obviously, if Dak's throwing for over 250, ball's got to go somewhere. I don't think it's going to only go to CeeDee Lamb. So spread the love a little bit. Everybody gets to eat in this game. Cowboys most likely win the game, and it's a high-scoring game. And that parlay pays out a plus 718.
Plus 718. Okay, so you're coming off your 2 wins, which were great.
Yep.
And if you guys watched the videos and you tuned in, you guys know it. Matt, it was a long time coming. He finally hit him. He hit back to back. It's pretty cool. So for this one, you're going a little more conservative than you would normally.
Yes.
Because you want to guarantee you can kind of keep the train rolling.
Yeah, obviously we know in betting nothing's guaranteed, but guarantee it as much as I can to try to keep it in the realistic realm of possibilities to try to go 3 for 3 and then prolong that to 4 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Like that's kind of the goal here. Once you get onto here in gambling, you want to keep it going for as long as possible. So taper your bets a little bit, kind of come back down to reality and understand, hey, one of these could not hit. We got to make sure that we try to keep them all there. So
right, but for now we want to keep her going.
Keep her going, man. Yeah.
Keep her going, man. Okay. I don't mind it. I always hate when you throw the anytime touchdowns in
I
there,
know you
but
do.
it worked in the last 2 weeks. So Dak 250 is an interesting one, but if he has a big game, he'll get there. So for mine, I'm at plus 1,000 is my total, so it's a little more than yours, but it's not crazy. I've had some higher ones. I've got Dak for 2+ passing touchdowns. I've got Devin Singletary for 75 plus rushing plus receiving. He's gone to over 80 in all 3 games so far this year. So
Okay.
as long as Dallas doesn't shut him down, he should hit that pretty easily. I've got Malik Neighbors. This is the tough one. This is the one I'm most worried
Here we
about.
go.
I got Malik Neighbors over 6.5 receptions.
Okay. That might be tough.
He's done that in the last 2 games. The week 1 he had 5, and then he had 8 and he had 10. So he's done it in the last 2. So he just needs to stay there and sit in the pocket and just do what he's done the last 2 weeks. And then I've got Rico Dowdle, the running back, at over 2.5 receptions, which he has done also the past 2 weeks. He didn't do it week 1.
Okay. Yeah, no, I actually like those picks a lot too. Like you said, it's plus 1,000.
Yep.
A little bit better odds than mine. The only one that I didn't like there, what was it? I think it was the 6.5 receptions. No, it was the 6.5 receptions for Neighbors. Just because if Dallas's defense, on paper, that doesn't happen. The number one receiver doesn't get 6.5 because their corners are so good. But the way that Dallas's defense has been playing this year, if it doesn't change, I could see that happening pretty easily. We could be seeing him with 6 catches in the first half. So I actually don't mind that pick. It depends on what version of Dallas's defense we get.
And that's not an alt reception line. That's what the book has his line at on DraftKings is 6.5. So I just went over. But I will say, if you do look at it from a certain perspective, you could think like, okay, week 1 they gave him 5 catches. Daniel Jones threw 5 times to him, and then since then he's thrown to him more because Neighbors has earned the trust, right?
Yep.
And so that's kind of the angle I'm playing, is that he's just going to consistently be the guy. So
Yeah,
it
just
is.
keep.
I'm not, and like I even said when I gave you out the pick, it's like that is the one I'm the most worried about as well. So
For sure. Well, like your 4-pick parlay, you like mine. Let's move on to touchdown scores for the game.
okay, you want to go first? You want me to run mine?
You can run into this one first, head first.
I've only got 3. I've got Dowdle for plus 180, and I mostly have Dowdle because it's plus 180. Also, um, Dallas runs the ball well. The Giants' defense is kind of sus, so I feel like it's a good play. I've got Brandon Cooks for anytime touchdown at plus 230. He had a touchdown week 1, and he hasn't had one since, so I feel like he's kind of due. And then my final one is Devin Singletary minus 105. That's mostly because Dallas has been pretty bad against the run, and Singletary has been a focal point of the Giants' offense. So I think he can get in the end zone.
Okay.
And he's minus 105. So it's
Okay.
the book
Yeah.
even kind of thinks he's going to get one.
Yeah. For sure. I do like Singletary to get in the end zone too. I didn't put him down on this just because normally I don't put down minus money guys on my touchdown scores. Uh, but
Sure.
obviously, my first one's going to be CD Lamb, just because he's in my 4-pick parlay and he's at minus 130. So he's the favorite to get a touchdown in that game, like I said before. Next, we got your boy that you actually took for 6.5 receptions. We're going with Malik Neighbors. He's at plus
Okay.
120. And then thirdly, he was in the parlay, not for a touchdown though. Is Jake Ferguson for plus 230. Fergie plus 230. We're not taking Brandon Cooks for a touchdown this week. We'll see how it goes this game and to see if he ruins my parlay with the 40 yards or not. But as always, I'm gonna come at you guys with a reach pick here, a reach play.
Always.
And we got Dallas defense against the Giants. I do like that a lot for a get right game for their defense. Dallas defense is at plus 500. So that's kind of the normal line that you see for team defenses. Unless it's a really bad defense, then you can see anywhere up to like plus 1,000. But plus 500 is pretty normal for a defense like Jets defense. If you look at them, they're normally plus 500. Same with San Fran. The good defenses, they're normally hanging around plus 500. It's usually like that for immobile quarterbacks too. So
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, that's it for us, guys. So I mean, we're done talking. That's the end of this video. But you guys don't have to be. You guys don't have to be done talking. Let us know in the comments. What you think about the picks. If you like them, if you hate them, what you thought about the little bit of the breakdown that we did for the game, the matchup, the history of like Al said, the last 9, 11 times that they played them. So just let us know who you guys like, and also if you do agree with us, we like to get. It's not like we need it or we live off like, oh, you guys are doing such a great job, and oh my gosh, I love all those picks. Like, obviously, that's not real, but let us know where you agree, where you disagree, and I mean, that's all we got for you. Unless you got anything else to add there, Al.
I don't have too much to add. Just so you guys, just a quick refresher here. So Matt's on -6. I'm on -6. We're both on the over. So we're both on Dallas. We're both on the over. Matt's 4-pick parlay: CD Lamb anytime touchdown, Dak 250 plus passing, Ferguson 40 plus reception, Cooks 40 plus reception. That's plus 718 on FanDuel. I've got for my 4-pick Dak 2 plus passing touchdowns, Devin Singletary 75 plus rush and reception yards, Malik Neighbors over 6.5 reception yards, and Rico Dowdle over 2.5 reception yards. That pays plus 1,000 on DraftKings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. We got tons more coming.